Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Dear viewers, let us now start the program with the main affairs of the day. Farmers engaged in commercial agriculture are suffering due to the government's lockdown on corona. Various organizations in the poultry sector have objected that the government has not addressed any issue of the poultry sector. It has been demanded to establish an Ayurvedic university in Chatara Dham of Sunsari. Plus more. Let us continue the program with the news from Janaki in Banke. Lockdown in the country has caused a lot of heartache. We are not the only ones who are suffering from corona. The whole world is suffering, yet when the produced products go wasted, it is really sad. The people will have to pay high price for the foodstuff while the agriculture produce are rotting in the fields. The Nepali government should look into this problem seriously. We do not know when we will be able to overcome coronavirus. There should be proper management of food produced in the country. Transportation and distribution of vegetables should be made easier. Farmers engaged in commercial agriculture are suffering due to the government's lockdown on corona. Vegetables produced with lacks of investment have started rotting in the fields as they could not be sold on time. Let us look at this news report for a little while. Farmers engaged in commercial agriculture are suffering due to the government's lockdown on corona. Vegetables produced with millions of investment have started rotting in the fields as they could not be sold on time. Aditya Kumar Verma, who lives in Banjari village of Janaki village municipality 3 and enjoys as an educator in a secondary school, has also started enjoying commercial agriculture. He is thinking of doing something other than teaching profession and is also ahead of agriculture profession. He started with an investment of 1.5 million rupees and now has an investment of 4 million rupees. He had increased his investment to 4 million rupees this year after the production improved. However, even though the production is good, the produce is rotting in the field due to non-sale due to the ban issued by the government for controlling the corona while taking it to the market.
कतिसम्म आम्दानी हुन्छ भनेर सोचेर यो यति लगानी लगाउनु भएको थियो?
आम्दानी त हजुरको टमाटरको रेट 20 भन्दा तल हुँदैन भनेर सोचेर गरेको, लौकाको 15 भन्दा तल हुँदैन, 10 रुपैयाँमा 10 रुपैयाँ केजी लौका बेचेछौं, तै पनि बिक्री भइरा छैन। अनि 15 रुपैयाँमा टमाटर बेचेछौं, तै पनि हाम्रो पुरै गइरा छैन।
He has been cultivating vegetables on lease of 6 bighas of land on his own. He is thinking about raising investment this year as the production is good. He is worried as there is no sale of the produced vegetables. The vegetables produced have started to rot in the field. He said that his string beans are worth 500,000 rupees, bitter gourd 1 million rupees, tomatoes 300,000 rupees and other vegetables. Due to the lack of market due to corona, on the one hand, the vegetables have started rotting in the fields, and on the other hand, the traders are also obsessed with the vegetables which are rarely sold.
अहिले हाम्रो 120 कट्ठामा छ सर। अरु हामी नेक्स्ट सेगमेन्टको लागि तयारी अवस्थामा छौं। लगभग 30 कट्ठाहरु लाउने।
अहिले के तपाईले उत्पादन गर्नु भएको थियो र यसरी कुहिसकेछ के कसरी भयो?
अब यो छाडा पशु अनि लकडाउनको कारणले गर्दा यस्तो भएको हो सर। हामीले टमाटर लाको, खुर्सानी लाको, करेला लाको, बोडी, मकै.
In Banke district, Aditya Kumar Verma is not only one representative, but there are hundreds of farmers like him who are in the doom of lockdown. Due to the lockdown, the agriculture produced by the farmers has not been able to reach the attention of the concerned bodies even when it is rotting in the field. On the one hand, the government talks of the agriculture revolution. On the other hand, the fields rot due to lack of market of the goods produced by the farmers. Reported by Jageshwar Singh Tharu for Krishi Television. After the news report, let us now talk about energy in the country. Energy and water resource of the country is the main backbone of the advanced agriculture in the country. Primitive agriculture uses up too much manpower. This means that we are using more labor for the work that can be achieved with less labor. This is loss for the country. The Nepali government keeps saying that the workforce that is going to foreign countries should be implemented at home in agriculture. However, if the agriculture is mechanized with the use of energy in the country, we will have both industrial as well as agriculture development. This is why energy, water sources, and irrigation in the country is very important. Newly appointed Minister for Energy, Water Sources and Irrigation, Sarat Singh Bhandari, has said that he will work seriously to move the country's economic revolution forward. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Newly appointed Minister for Energy, Water Sources and Irrigation, Sarat Singh Bhandari, has said that he will work seriously to move the country's economic revolution forward. Taking charge at the ministry on Sunday, Minister Bhandari said that energy and water resources sector was the backbone of the country's economic revolution, and he would work seriously to move the economic revolution forward.
विभिन्न राजनीतिक दलहरू मिलेर बन्ने सरकार पनि बन्छन्, सिंगल पार्टी पनि हुन्छ त्यहाँ र अब अहिले आएर चाहिँ के भने हाम्रो जनता समाजवादी पार्टी र चाहिँ नि अहिले नेकपा एमालेको जुन त्यो चाहिँ सहकार्यमा बनेको सरकार अथवा भनौँ हामी सहकार्य गर्न आएका छौँ र यो घाम जस्तो छर्लङ्ग के छ भने हामीले निरन्तर भन्दै आएका छौँ हामीले बोकेका माग मुद्दाको सम्बोधन जसले गर्दछ त्यसलाई हामी भित्र शक्ति मान्छौँ र त्यसैको आधार हामी सहकार्य गर्छौँ भनेर आज चाहिँ प्रधानमन्त्री केपी शर्मा ओलीको नेतृत्वमा भएको सरकारले हाम्रा जायज माग मुद्दालाई चाहिँ सम्बोधन गरेर अगाडि बढेको छ र त्यसले हामीलाई के भने सहकार्य गर्ने बाटो खुलेको छ.
Similarly, Minister Bhandari instructed the staff to perform their duties seriously in a program organized at the ministry after the assignment. He stressed on the need to move ahead with the performance within the perimeter of law and order. On Sunday, newly appointed Minister of State for Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Chanda Kanta Chaudhary, also took charge at Shingadarbar. After the news report, let us now talk about outgoing Minister Padma Kumari Aryal. Padma Kumari Aryal has been trying to improve agriculture in the country by improving the conditions for the farmers, according to the news we're receiving here at Krishi Television. Yet the farmers are still working with primitive technology. Primitive technology is not efficient enough to produce for the ever-growing sophisticated population of the country. People are not attracted to agriculture as it is hard work. The government has to think clearly on use of machines that do work of large number of people. There have been distribution of machines that tire the farmers worse than primitive digging methods. At the same time, biological help is also not given. Outgoing Minister for Agriculture and Livestock Development, Padma Kumari Aryal, has requested the branch of the Ministry of Agriculture to do everything possible to prevent shortage of agriculture manure. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Outgoing Minister for Agriculture and Livestock Development, Padma Kumari Aryal, has requested the branch of the Ministry of Agriculture to do everything possible to prevent shortage of agriculture manure. Speaking at a farewell function organized at the ministry, the outgoing Minister Aryal urged for continuous monitoring of the supply as it is multi-stakeholder issue. Stating that the government has also increased the subsidy given to the farmers, she said that farmers should not be deprived of any subsidy amount. Similarly, Aryal urged the Farmers Commission to address the issues raised in the party's manifesto and the government's policies and programs and move towards solving the problems of the farmers.
हामीले यो स्थापना कालदेखि जे स्वर उठाउँदै आएका छौं, किसानका समस्याहरू के हो भन्ने थाहा छ। त्यसलाई सरकारको नीति कार्यक्रममा ठ्याक्कै एक्सनमा जाने गरी सम्बोधन गराउने र किसानका समस्या समाधान गराउने दिशातर्फ तपाईहरु पक्कै पनि यो नेतृत्व त्यो ढंगले लाग्ने छ, किनकि सक्षम नेतृत्व छ। साथीहरु सबै पुरानो लामो समयदेखिको अनुभव भएका साथीहरु हुनुहुन्छ, त्यही क्षेत्रमा क्रियाशील हुनुहुन्छ, मैले विश्वास गरेका छु।
Aryal also said that it is more important to know what is being done while being in charge than how long she is in charge. Outgoing Agriculture Minister Aryal was appointed minister in Posh last year. After the news report, let us now talk about budget for poultry. The poultry industry accounts for 4% of the GDP of the country. The government of Nepal has been saying that Nepal is independent in the production of poultry. Due to corona, the poultry industry has been affected like all the other sectors. Not only that, the ranikhet and the bird flu has been attacking the industry, causing heavy loss. The poultry industry is responding to the ignorance of the government in poultry sector. Various organizations in the poultry sector have objected that the government has not addressed any issue of the poultry sector, which has been declared self-sufficient in budget. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Various organizations in the poultry sector have objected that the government has not addressed any issue of the poultry sector, which has been declared self-sufficient in the budget. The Nepal Poultry Entrepreneurs Forum has complained that the government has not been able to include the poultry business in the budget, as the overall poultry business has been affected due to the increase in the price of raw materials required for poultry production, customs, and agricultural reform fees. To address the same issue, the forum demanded the complete removal of all agricultural reform fees and custom duties, the removal of bank interest up to 1 year after the start of lockdown, and the investment in the poultry sector for the next 10 years. A letter has also been submitted to the Ministry of Agriculture with the demand that the bank interest rate should be maintained at only 5% and refinancing should be made in all the working capital equal to the approved working capital of the bank. After the news report, let us now take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal. Dear viewers, let us now talk about Ayurvedic University in Nepal. Nalanda University in Banaras was the first university in the world, as many archaeologists claim. After the destruction of Nalanda, there have been many universities in India and in Nepal recently. Nepalese have been wanting their own university that teaches the ancient Ayurvedic art. Now, Chatara Dham in Sunsari is being considered for this so loved subject. Education is very important for the development of the conscious mind that can take the country forward. Ayurveda is organic to South Asia, which is favorite of the people here. It has been demanded to establish an Ayurvedic university in Chatara Dham of Sunsari, considering it would be suitable for the historical, religious, scientific, and environmental point of view. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. It has been demanded to establish an Ayurvedic university in Chatradham of Sunsari, considering it would be suitable from the historical, religious, scientific, and environmental point of view. Despite the decision of the Council of Ministers of the Government of Nepal to establish an Ayurvedic university a few years ago, Jagadguru Ramananda Acharya Shiva Pith has demanded the Chaturveda should be established in Chatara. Jagadguru Mahayogi Shiti Baba of Jagadguru Ramananda Acharya Shivapit said that it would be appropriate to set up an Ayurvedic university in Chatara, even though the government of Nepal has decided to run it after realizing the need to establish an Ayurvedic university in Nepal. The development of herbs and agriculture sector would be of great help to Nepal's economy, and a large number of jobs can be created from organic vegetable farming and herbal farming, said Mahayogi Siddhi Baba.
कोशी टप्पूको चाहिँ वन्य जीवजन्तु संरक्षण क्षेत्रदेखि लिएर चारकोसे झाडी पनि यसैमा आबद्ध छ। यो पेरिफेरीमा आयुर्वेद विश्वविद्यालय अत्यन्त महत्त्वपूर्ण हुन्छ। क्याबिनेटबाट निर्णय भइसकेको अवस्था छ, तर यसलाई अहिले निर्माण अधीनमा रहिरहेको छ। मेरो सुरुदेखिको पहल प्रयास र मैले नै यस आयुर्वेद विश्वविद्यालयको अभियान यस देशमा सुरु गरेको हुँ। नेपालीहरु कसैमा यो कन्सेप्ट आएकै थिएन। मैले सुनेको थिएँ योगी नरहरिनाथजीले भने यसलाई यो कन्सेप्टलाई उठाउनु भएको थियो अरे, तर वर्तमान समयमा 15 वर्षदेखि लड्दा नेपालमा आयुर्वेद विश्वविद्यालय आउन त आयो, निर्णय त भयो, तर निर्माणाधीन अलपत्र परेको अवस्था छ।
It has been emphasized that the decision to run an Ayurvedic university should be implemented as soon as possible, as the geographical conditions of Nepal, which has mountains, hills, and lowlands, have all the kinds of climates from an environmental point of view. After the news report, let us now talk about fertilizer import. Nepali government has approved of operating a chemical fertilizer factory. However, the farmers demand fertilizer now. This means that Nepal has not yet produced chemical fertilizer till now. Till now, Nepal has been importing chemical fertilizer from foreign countries. The world is heading for organic production. However, the Nepali agriculture is unable to support the ever-increasing population in the country. To meet the need of today's food demand, the farmers are using chemical fertilizer. Will this make the organic movement of the government successful? We will find out later. 32,500 metric tons of urea fertilizer purchased from Bangladesh has arrived in Nepal. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. 32,500 metric tons of urea fertilizer purchased from Bangladesh has arrived in Nepal. As per the agreement between government and government, the same amount of urea fertilizer has reached the regional office of the Agriculture Material Company Limited, Birganj. As per the G2G agreement, the government of Bangladesh will provide 50,000 metric tons of urea fertilizer to the government of Nepal. The remaining 17,500 metric tons of urea fertilizer is on the way. The rest of the manure will reach the dry port custom office at Birganj by train via Kolkata port. According to the agreement, the government of Nepal has so far been able to get all the manure, but now the rest of the manure has been delayed due to the global spread of corona infection. At present, the regional office of Krishi Samagri Company Limited, Birganj, has a stock of 2,700 metric tons of urea fertilizer, 1,402 metric tons of DAP, and 1,280 metric tons of potash. After the news report, let us now talk about mechanical tools distribution. As the Nepali workforce heads the Middle East in search for more money and better work condition, the Nepali land is left barren. The reason for this is that Nepali people have been implementing primitive methods of agriculture. The best we can do is implement machines for agriculture. This will reduce the need for human labor and increase the production in the country. The machines into agriculture will increase the number of people working in other creative work. Mechanization movement is taking pace around the country. Mangalpur, a smart agriculture village in Rupandehi, has distributed mechanical tools to farmers in grant. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Mangalpur, a smart agriculture village in Rupandehi, has distributed mechanical tools to farmers in grant. Equipment worth 39.52 million rupees has been distributed. Mangalpur, a smart agriculture village in Rupandehi, has distributed mechanical tools to farmers in a grant. The government aims to achieve sustainable economic development by modernizing agribusiness through agriculture mechanization. Accordingly, smart agriculture villages have distributed mechanical tools in the form of grants. The agriculture sector still relies heavily on livestock-powered wooden plows to prepare the land. Penilal Kewat, coordinator of Smart Agriculture Village, said that the Mangalpur Smart Agriculture Village, located at 14 in Tilota, has distributed the equipment with a grant. Secretary of Smart Agriculture Village, Maya Devi Kewat, said that they have distributed 6 mini tillers, 4 power tillers, 12 pump sets, 5 motors, 15 digital forks, 30 spray tanks, and 1,060 kg delivery pipe. The use of mechanization will help increase production, reduce costs, and maximize profits.
किसानको लागत कम उत्पादन बढी हुने गरी आवश्यक पर्ने कृषि औजारहरू आज हामी वितरण गर्यौं ताकि किसानले राम्रोसँग कम लागतमा बढी उत्पादन लिई आमदानी आफ्नो आय स्तर बढाउन सकोस्।
सामान नाइ रहल सामान पौले से किसान के फायदा होई तरकारी लगाए खरतीन जोन इच्छा करी बरसात में भी पानी कभी काल ना पहुँचला सामान रही बोर रही इंजन रही तो पानी चला सकी डिजिटल काटा बा बाजार में ले जाई ते अपन बैठ के बेची करेट भी मिलल रहल।
To make subsistence agriculture commercial, agriculture technicians have suggested increasing the use of modern technology and equipment. Manish Borel, Agriculture Administrative Officer at the Agriculture Knowledge Center Nawalparasi said that mechanization would reduce manpower and reduce costs. Paudel said that Lumbini state government has run a smart agriculture village to contribute to the national development by modernizing and commercializing the agriculture system through mechanization.
लुम्बिनी प्रदेशले विगत 3 वर्षदेखि सञ्चालन गरिआएको छ। यसमा चाहिँ अब हामीले यान्त्रिकरणलाई पनि फोकस गरिरहेको छौं। साथसाथै अरु सिंचाइतिर प्रविधितिर बजार स्मार्ट गरेर 3-4 वटा स्मार्टलाई सँगसँगै लैजाने हिसाबले चाहिँ हामीले अगाडि बढाइरहेका छौं। अब यान्त्रिकरण चाहिँ एकदमै जरुरी छ। जस्तो हाम्रो नेपाल जस्तो देशमा चाहिँ जहाँ अलिकति यान्त्रिकरणतिर चाहिँ अलिकति हामी गइसकेका छैनौं। अब अहिलेको स्थितिमा आएर चाहिँ यान्त्रिकरणमा नजानु भनेको एकदम घाटाको कुरा हो के। अलिकति यान्त्रिकरणमा गइसकेपछि मात्रै अलिकति किसानहरुको लागत कम भएर उत्पादनमा पनि वृद्धि आउने अनि लागत कम हुनको साथै मुनाफा चाहिँ अलिकति वृद्धि हुने अवस्था छ अहिलेको।
A budget of 5 million was allocated to Mangalpur Smart Agriculture Village from the Agriculture Knowledge Center. It was mentioned in the agreement that 3 million will be invested by the Knowledge Center and 2 million by local level and farmers. But the municipality in Tolota has not invested in smart agriculture villages. At present, equipment worth 39.52 million has been distributed by Smart Agriculture Village Mangalpur.
After the news report, let us now talk about forestry. As the population of the world increases, more and more land is used for building settlement. This has caused deforestation around the world. The impact of deforestation is climate change. Impact of climate change is less production of food, settlement insecurity, and water unavailability. The scientists around the world are advising the governing bodies around the world to protect and replant trees. In Nepal, we have ministry that deals with the protection and development of forests. However, Nepalese are not aware of the vast importance of planting trees. Newly appointed Minister Narad Muni Rana has taken charge. Let us now look at this news report for a little while.
Newly appointed Forest Minister Narad Muni Rana has taken charge. Rana took office after taking oath from the President's office. After taking oath, Minister Rana said that he was committed to the protection of the Chure area. He said that necessary programs will be brought for the protection of valuable herbs and forest areas. He said that the Constitution, Forest Act, rules and directives will be implemented in the interest of the people.
चोरेको छुट्टै एउटा आदेश छ भोट छ यसको छुट्टै एउटा कार्यविधि पनि छ त्यसैले हाम्रो यो अब जडीबुटीका कुराहरू पनि थुप्रै अब जडीबुटी नेपालमा एकदमै बहुमूल्य जडीबुटीहरू जो संसारमै दुर्लभ मानिन्छन् त्यस्तो जडीबुटी नेपालमा छन् वातावरणसँग धेरै कुराहरू जोडिन्छन्.
Similarly, Asha Kumari Bika has also assumed the responsibility.
After the news report, let us now talk about health materials. This time in South Asia is a very dark time. We're losing a lot of valuable lives to coronavirus. The foreign countries are helping Nepali people to fight this deadly disease. The weather is good, but the joy is far away. Different social servants are at work. Food and health materials are donated and distributed for the needy people. The good people are at work at home. At this time, we must remain still and calm. If there is life, there is future. If there is life, we have time to collect riches. If we do not have life, riches are of no value. So save your life. The Banke branch of the Federation of Home and Small Industries has distributed health items to 7 local levels of Banke. Let us look at this news report for a little while.
The Banke branch of the Federation of Nepal and Small Industries has distributed health items to 7 local levels of Banke. Health materials have been distributed with the financial and technical support of Care Nepal Group B. The Banke branch of Federation has been assisting the farmers of every municipality of Banke during the lockdown. Food and water were also distributed last year. This year, targeting the second variant of the corona, it has distributed health items worth 500,000 rupees to 7 local levels.
उपरबाट आइसकेपछि 7वटा पालिकामा हामीले वितरण गरिरहेका छौँ। आज अब नेपालगञ्जको महानगरपालिका पोल्ट्री, त्यस्तै गरी भोलि खजुरा, लगत्तै अरू 6वटा अरू 4वटालाई चाहिँ हामीले वितरण गर्नेछौँ आजदेखिबाट।
The Federation distributed 25 units of PPE, 18 units of oximeter, 15 units of digital thermometer, 10,000 units of surgical mask, 30 liters of sanitizer, and 600 pieces of disposable gloves to Nepalganj Submetropolitan Municipality and Kolpur Municipality.
1540 को दरले 27,720, डिजिटल थर्मोमिटर 15 पिस 209 रुपैयाँको दरले, सर्जिकल मास्क 10,000 पिस 3 रुपैयाँ 33 पैसाको दरले 33,300 को, सैनिटाइजर जार 30 लिटर टोटल 1540 को दरले 6वटाको 5 लाख लिटरको छ 9,240 रुपैयाँ।
Taking the health items, Submetropolitan Mayor Dhawal Shamsher Rana said that they will use when needed. Domestic Industries and Federation Bank has been helping not only the farmers but also the people of every region.
Farmers engaged in commercial agriculture are suffering due to the government's lockdown on corona. Various organizations in the poultry sector have objected that the government has not addressed any issue of the poultry sector. It has been demanded to establish an Ayurvedic university in Chatara Dham of Sunsari. Thank you for watching Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan, Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kushan.